To make a neutral grade, almost all the time when I'm taking the step into grading for a video I've recorded for a client, it's often very tempting to apply LUTs or, go crazy with the colors. I think somewhere in 2020, when I started to get a bit more serious with my filmmaking work, I started to make more neutral grades. What I've discovered the last 2-3 years is that the location matters. So when you get a client and you are in the pre-production stage, then try to find a nice looking location for the video you're about to shoot. And when you have find that location, let the location speak for itself. So with that said, I'll show you how I create a fast neutral grade from scratch. Okay, let's go. This is the first clip we'll be working with. A little shout out to this model. Her name is Ida Eriksson and she is amazing to work with. A little side note, I spoke with Ida when I was starting this channel and I asked her if I got the permission from her to use these images we have been capturing together throughout the years. She was super nice about it, and she even asked me if I could include her in the video and link her in the description. So, if you're ever in the need of a model in Sweden, then you can just reach out to her, and she's really good. She's really, really good. Check her out, link in the description. Okay, this is the first clip. The next one, Ida here again, and the other model is Malin. You have seen her in a bunch of other videos probably. These are the two clips we'll be grading. So let's go ahead and start with the first one and find a hero frame. That's perfect. If you've seen my other videos, you know that I usually start with 5 nodes, and you also probably know that I usually go into the 5th node and open up the color space transform. Going in real quick, S gamma 3, input gamma, S log 3, output color space, Rec 709, output gamma 2.4. Okay, let's go ahead and click that down, label them. I'm always labeling. With these, let's go in with the white balance, and I'll just grab the pen in this case, adjust it to the wall. You can see very small adjustment. So props to myself with the white balance on the shoot. Into the primaries. And what we'll do is that we'll bring up the gain down with the lift, and maybe we are around. I'm happy around here. Let's go a bit darker, a bit brighter, and that's looking good. Before, after, yes. Basically, this whole location is actually right outside the agency, which was my client for this shoot. And they had a cool looking window glass and brown beams and stuff like that. And also we have the white bricks here. It's kind of industrial. It looks pretty cool. What I could do to just create somewhat more pop is that maybe go into the curves, but for this I'll just go in and make a parallel node, label it logs, and actually use the log wheels, drag the shadow down, up with the highlights, not so much, but down with the shadows a bit, and before, after, not even that big of a change. Before, after. Okay, it adds a little bit of contrast. It makes the background stand out a bit more. Yeah, I like it. So basically this is the grade, and I'm happy with that. But let's take it one step further and add the glow effect with the soft light. And I kind of feel like that is tying everything together. It makes the image looks a bit smoother, adds a nice look to the image without creating a look to the image, if you know what I mean. What I'll do is 3 nodes, there we go, and bring them down, label them glow, sharp, grain. Okay. And we go into the effects, drag on glow here, and change the composite type to soft light. Drag down the opacity and just take down the threshold a bit. Add some opacity again, and actually we disable the log wheels again and go up to the primaries. I go up with the lift just a bit and back with the gain a bit, lift up a bit, I think somewhere up there. Go back to the glow, disable that and enable it. And I mean, it just takes the image to the next level here. Let's go into the log wheel node and enable it again. I could leave it on, I could leave it off. Let's leave it on. Okay. And with that, I'm happy, you know. I'll actually just leave these for now, but log, CST, white balance, primes, sat, we didn't do anything. Curves, we didn't do anything. Log wheels, did a little bit. Then into the glow, boom. Awesome grade in my opinion. All neutral and just looks good. Let's jump into the next clip. I'll add the serial nodes, copy the CST, go back into this and paste it here. Primaries, let's go ahead and get the image that where we want. So I'll go down with the lift. In this case, I'll think I will drag down the gamma. I'll also drag down a bit of the lift, the gain here. So we get a little more detail in the model's faces. I think didn't do quite a good job there when I exposed the image, a little bit hot. Right about there. I think that is pretty good for now. Let's go down with the gamma. Actually, let's go down with the gamma a bunch. Like here, and then push up the gain just a bit. That's too much. Let's have it here, and I'll go up with the gamma again a little bit and leave it here for now. Like the location here, you can see it's I think it's awesome. We were renting a hotel for this location. So let's go into the saturation and I'll just bring it up and see where we are going. I kind of like this a lot, actually. Let's push it up to about 60. Maybe that's kind of hard, but let's keep it at 61. For this, I'll actually go back here, create a parallel again, and label it log. Then I'll push down the shadows a bit to get some more contrast. And let's try to lift up the highlights and see what we get. Disable, enable. And it kind of adds, it's pretty good. I like it, especially like the skin at their faces. It does a lot actually. Again, just with the first basic step, I mean, I like the image. I like the image a lot. So let's create the 3 serial nodes and try to wrap this up with the glow effect, and just go in here, drag down the glow, change soft light, down with the opacity, about there, drag down the threshold a little bit so we get some more of that effect going on again, and up with the opacity, and pretty happy. And let's disable the glow. With the glow, I mean, oh, I just love this effect. It's so good. It's so nice. Before, after. And the last 2 nodes, you know what's going on. Sharpening and grain. Disable all. CST, white balance, we didn't do anything. Primaries, get the image looking decent. Saturation adds a lot in this case. The log, subtle difference, but I think it adds a lot. Enable the curves, didn't do anything here. Then we went in with the glow effect and kind of tied everything together. What we get is a nice looking neutral grade. So with those 2 clips I just shown you, like I said in the beginning, it kind of makes a big difference what location you are shooting from. And just make a neutral grade, throw a glow effect on there, soft light, tie it together. A lot of times you just need to keep it simple and let the location speak for itself. This has been in my mind for a long time. It's something that is really worth thinking about. So I really hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with some, video va? Ha det gött!